Hey, buenas tardes, good afternoon, what's happening, what's going on? This is another exciting episode of A Minute with Myles where we focus on positivity, progress, and power. Let me ask you something. You feel like everywhere you turn, you are taking a L? No matter where you go, no matter what business you start, no matter what thing that you pursue, you are losing? Well, let me tell you something, man. That's a good thing. What that means is that you are attempting to be someone. And let me tell you the beautiful part of it. Losers don't lose for long, man. That's the beautiful part of it, man. If you are losing in every aspect of your life that you think that you are putting your best effort in, man, that thing called compound interest is a real thing. See, you might not become successful for the thing that you're diligently focusing on right now, right? Right here, right now. Say you're trying to grow a car wash or, a restaurant or whatever the case, right? I don't know. But that's not working out. But if you're constantly attacking success, you are constantly trying to jump success to the point to where you whoop it. See, man, I don't know if you ever seen like boxing matches and stuff like that, right? A lot of times it don't be the strategic, I'm planning on doing this, or I got this punch, or I'm gonna do this, or whatever case, right? Sometimes it's them wild swings that knock a motherfucker out. And that's the thing that you're going for. You are trying to win at success. You are trying to conquer it. You are trying to take it over. And as long as you keep throwing punches at life, one day success is going to take that L and you going to get the win, man. So that's the thing that you need to understand, bro. It don't matter what you're going through in the current situation. The thing about it is that you continuously keep trying. I had a successful mentor tell me one time, man, you want to know the key to success? I said, yeah, hell yeah, I do. The key to success, there is no key to success. The only key to success is never being willing to quit. Never being willing to say, hey, man, that's it. I failed. It's all bad. I can't do it or whatever the case. Those are the only people that don't ever make it. I was watching a video today from the channel School of Hard Knocks. Shout out to bruh that's doing that, right? He said that he was interviewing somebody. I actually saw the interview, excuse me. He was interviewing somebody and the person that he interviewed was like a multimillionaire. I forgot what he got rich from, but he was doing some business, right? But he said he had 39 failed businesses and companies. 39. So you got to think about it, right? To even attempt to start and grow a company from the point of starting the company, you know what I mean? Just the business plan, just the idea, just the planning in and of itself. That takes a little while. And then you got to figure out the resources as far as where you're going to get the funding from, as far as where you're going to get the other resources from. If you need other people, if you need a product, if you need product development, all these other things are factors in growing a business or even, attempting to start a business. And this man had done that 39 times before he actually scored on something. So I guess 40 is the lucky number. They say, man, third time's the charm, man. Really, it must be 40. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to understand, man, look, I ain't new to this, man. I'm true to this, man. I done been through a whole bunch of different type of business ventures myself. And I said this many times, right? I started multiple recording studios slash clothing stores called Enom Studios. The first one I opened in Merced, the next one I opened in downtown Los Angeles, and the last one I opened in my hometown of Modesto, California. And they didn't make it. They didn't make it, plain and simple. I bought and sold cars. I had a company called Cars Quick. Good God. I was trying to breed dogs, but I didn't have space to keep the dogs, so I would have them at somebody else's house, and that shit ended up not working out. I started a clothing line. I did a whole bunch of different things, and I landed on the business that I'm involved in now. That's like, okay, this is what it is. Right? When I started fucking with real estate, I felt like I had made it back to the house. I felt like I made it home. I felt like this is where I belong. Right? Because I have a special gift that I can see things that other people just cannot see. I can look at a property and be like, oh, we can knock that wall out. We can put the kitchen here. We can put these appliances. We can move this here, this, that, and the third, and turn something into gold. Something that somebody else might have looked at and saw it as a lost cause and saw it as, nothing, right? And I guess I'm able to do that because of all the businesses that I have started. You know what I'm saying? All the different situations that I have been in to where other people thought the same thing of me. Like, oh man, that's a lost cause. Man, that's a wash. Man, fuck that. We ain't woo woo. And I kept going, and then I've seen different levels of success in different things. Now, don't get me wrong. Just because those particular businesses didn't work out doesn't mean I didn't gain any success from it. I gained the success from the lessons. I gained the success from the trial and the error. I gained the success from learning how not to do certain things. I gained the success from learning how to do things. I gained the success from learning to put money away. You know what I'm saying? I gained success on simply just learning life and learning business in general, right? I could go on and on and on about different ideas that I've had and different businesses that I have started. Man, I even started a car rental company, not using Turo. You know what I'm saying? I was at a space where I had a few different cars. They weren't like luxury, super, expensive cars, but they were decent, nice, good running cars. So I said, hey man, let me see if I could, solicit and advertise and try to see if I can get somebody to rent these cars. And I did. And I made a significant amount of money just from simply just renting cars out that I wasn't going to use anyway. Right? So don't get frustrated, man. Losers don't lose for long, man. The only motherfuckers that lose forever is the ones that quit. If you in a space to where it seemed like it's dark, it seemed like ain't nobody trying to help you, it seemed like nobody's there for you, it seemed like nobody believes in you, it seemed like your ideas are never getting off the ground, do not let that be a sign for you to quit. Let that be a sign for you to go even harder, because your moment is coming. Your time is coming. Your day is coming, man. It's just going to take, like, life. I believe God and life put, wonderful things on the opposite side of some of the most challenging things that we've ever faced, just to make sure that we really want them. You know what I mean? If you were saying you want to be rich and you want to be successful and you want to have a certain type of business or you want to have a certain type of money, everybody wants the same thing that you want, dog. Everybody wants the exact same thing that you want. So why would God make it easy for you to get it so anybody can have it? If anybody can have it, it's not valuable. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure you've heard this many times. Gold in and of itself is not necessarily a precious metal. It's considered a precious metal, but what makes it a precious metal is that it's scarce. So when you can get it, you can shine it up, and then, you know what I mean? It's a precious metal. The same thing with diamonds. When diamonds are in the rough, they just look like rocks. And then you shine them up, and then, you got some diamonds or whatever. But diamonds do not start off as anything special, because they're not special. A diamond is a rock just the same as a rock that you would pick up outside. It's just a rock. But the reason why it's significant, the reason why it's special, is because that you can't just find a diamond anywhere. Right? If you're in Africa, maybe, but even then they have to mine and dig for them and things, right? So don't get crossed up, man. Don't get crossed up. Don't get lost in the sauce talking about, man, it's a wrap, man. I tried it. Whoa, I gave it my best, or whatever case. Maybe that thing, that particular business that you're trying to start, that particular idea that you're trying to get off the ground may or may not be the thing that you need to be working towards right now. But don't let that be a sign for you to give up on all your dreams and just tap out completely. It is a stupid thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll never stop doing real estate. You know what I'm saying? Videos, I'm not super passionate about it. I do it because I feel like I got a voice to be heard and I got some advice that I can help people with. But the things that I'm really, really genuinely passionate about, that I found my niche where I'm like, this is my jam, I'll never stop doing it. And I know I will be successful. A lot of people don't understand why I have so much confidence in myself and in the things that I put my mind to, is because I'm not saying that I'm smarter than that guy. I'm not saying that I have a better hand dealt than that guy. I'm not saying anything aside that I know for a fact I'm going to work at it until I see success. I'm not going to stop just because things get rough, because things get difficult, or whatever the case, right? And you got to adapt that mentality if you want to be somebody. You know what I mean? Elon Musk had plenty of losses. The very first car that he ever dropped completely flopped. You know what I'm saying? I think it dropped in like '06 or something like that. The very first Teslas, you see them, the little tiny ones. There's not a whole lot of them on the road. Now they're popular probably because of what he's become. You know what I mean? But at the time, it was just like, man, who is this fool? You know what I mean? What is this? We don't want no fucking electric cars. He was ahead of his time. Jeff Bezos started in the garage, man. I got photos from him doing his very first, having his very first office. He had a banner spray painted with Amazon written on it. And now look at him. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's successful went through a period in a time of just completely failing and utterly just embarrassing themselves. But it doesn't matter, man. Fuck what they think. Fuck what they saying. Fuck if they don't believe the vision. Fuck if they don't believe that you can do it. If they don't believe that you can make it. You got to stay at it, dog. And like I said, if that one particular thing that you're trying to do, you're not seeing the success in it and your passion is, this is the thing. If you got two things, one, anything that's really for you, that's your goal, that's your gift, that God did it for you, God will make a way for his people. He will provide the money. He will provide the resources. He'll provide the people. He'll provide the opportunities. Right. And the other thing is, if you really, truly are passionate about something and you love to do something in your heart of hearts and your core, you're just not going to quit. So don't lose that entrepreneurial winner spirit just because something's not working out. Change lanes if you got to. That might not be your jam, man. Get into something that you would get up and do it every day and be excited to do it. And that's going to be your shit, man. And the only key to success is never giving up. This is A Minute with Myles. We focus on positivity, progress, and power. Yeah.